So, hello everybody, and welcome to, yes, you know what it is, Draw My Life. Let's get started. I kind of got a little sad in my story. Let's go. My mom and dad, we all lived on farms. Well, they lived on farms. I was not born yet. They had one small farm, and my mom and dad were living in a big farm. And I think it was like Eastway High, I don't know, near that place. But they lived there. And then I was born. So my dad was pretty happy because I was 10 pounds when I was born. And I was a little happy baby. And I was lots of strong. I was really strong. And when my mom had me, she almost couldn't have no more babies anymore. And there was also my brother, on the other hand. My brother was 2 years old when I was born. He even thought I had a really big nose. He said my nose looked like Pinocchio. But let's get on with that. Okay, so my mom went shopping a lot. My brother stayed home and he played our little desktop. My dad took care of me and I just slept like all day, probably all day, every day. My mom went shopping a lot. So, yeah. I remember going to the shop with my mom and there was this guy always looking at us. I swear, there was a guy always looking at us. But we just ignored it and we just kept walking. So we went, and the grocery stores were way different back then. We used to go to this one store all the time. I forgot what it was called though. Way back in 2006. Long time ago. Well, not that long. Not that long ago. And then when we rode off, we looked back and we saw a guy. He looked exactly like the guy that was looking at us at that food market. We started to wonder. And then the next day I remember when I taken probably my 10th step, probably. And once I get past the table, right here, this is me. I didn't walk that good. When I looked out the window, I saw you probably won't believe me, but I saw the same exact guy that was in that food mart. And he was looking straight at us. He was looking straight at me through the window. But it didn't really bother me. But then it bothered me the next day. The next day, we had a robbery, and everything was messed up in our house. And my dad saw first, but once I think I know exactly who did it. The man in the food mart. Then I told my dad, and then my mom remembered sewing his name tag because it looked like he worked at like a bug shop or something. And it was like Tom something. And we definitely called the police. The next day, we got all of our stuff back. But because we found the guy, his name is Tom Randard, I think. I don't really remember his name. But we found him. He went to jail. And we got our stuff back. And that was all I cared about. Because I got to play this game called like Fishy something. And that was fun. The next day, well, not the next day, a lot of years later, about in 2014, nothing really happened much all those years. Nothing. But this time, my friend told me about YouTube. And I was like, well, I should go get me like a Chromebook or something to like do YouTube on. And then like, that's when I thought of doing Chromebook gaming. But I had to think of that for like a whole entire year, and it came 2015. And then I made my YouTube account, and then there we go. That's my life, everybody. Well, part of it. One more thing. You remember that guy I was talking about who robbed me and all that? Well, he grew up and he became a killer. He was like 20 something when he robbed us, and now he's 30 something. Now he's a killer. Yeah. Now, if you liked the video, please subscribe, and I'll see all y'all guys in the next episode. Bye.